Welcome to OPV222, a place where we gather and provide support for our pre-service and full-time teachers. Today we will be discussing a sizzling hot topic titled Principles of Inclusive Education. We are your most recommended hosts with the most, Masego and Nokuthula, and we hope you will have a splendid time in our afternoon drive show.
Course. And to observe proper protocol, here's a rundown of what we'll be doing today. So firstly, we'll be talking about inclusive education, and then we're going to have a chat about a case study or a story of one of our listeners, Nokuthula, and then we're going to have a let's talk session where we discuss the case study, and then lastly, we're going to have closure.
Now, this is one of the most discussed themes, especially by educators. What is inclusive education? Right here, I have a definition from Murungi 2015. The author defines inclusive education as being able to comprehend the quality of every child, including those with disabilities, cultural backgrounds, and racial differences, should be equivalent to all regarding treatment and governing rules. My opinion is that inclusive education aims to allow every learner to have an equal chance to get a high quality education, regardless of their deficiencies. Let's go over to Masego with the latest.
Okay, here's a story by one of our listeners, Nokuthula, all the way from Eastern Cape. She's a teacher and is requesting our help as OPV222. And her story goes as follows. Dear OPV222, I'm a new teacher at a school in my home city, Gqeberha. I have a new learner from a foreign country who's finding it hard to adapt to my teaching methods, as I normally use examples that the majority of my students relate to. However, the learner has shown me that they are willing to learn because they always have their work done. The problem is that it is often done incorrectly due to language barriers. I have exhausted all my options to accommodate this learner. Please help.
Oh, first time teacher chronicles. Girl, we have been there. Okay, since we are discussing inclusive education, how about we take a look at the principles of inclusive education, right, Masego?
Sure. I think the first thing we should take into account is collaborative teaching. This is when you collaborate with a remedial teacher with the intention to improve your teaching practices. Now, how do we put this into practice, Nokuthula? What you could do is try and find a teacher who has the necessary knowledge about the learner's language, learn a bit about their background, culture, and practices, and then try and implement that into your classroom.
Absolutely. What could also do is build an inclusive community within your classroom. The best type of learning happens via social cohesion. So start encouraging the other learners to help orientate the new learner.
I agree 100%. Have you tried to use readily accessible materials for your learner, maybe?
Such as a translator.
Absolutely, yes. I think it's a matter of enabling the learner to understand what they're doing at the end of the day.
And a lot of South African pupils still struggle with English. I believe this principle can help mitigate the challenge learners face in adequately reading with a thorough understanding.
Beautiful. Thank you so much for reaching out to OPV222, and we hope you had a wonderful time with us today. For more information, you can get our details on ClickUp or drop us an email at opv222@tux.ac.za or like and follow on OPV_222FM on Instagram. From my partner and I, till next time, and we're sending love and light and definitely peace.